Hello my friends, welcome. This is the second video providing the details about the works. You can have a look at the summary in the suggested video above. And this second step will consist in checking if the wood is sandable as it is now. So now there is one thing you have to take care of, is that here for instance it's almost okay, it's ready for sanding. But sometimes there are some places where you feel the rest of paint. It's a kind of varnish, old varnish. And this is extremely bad for the sanding machine because it's melting. And so it's making lots of traces. Here you have to be very careful with these stains, because these stains is either residues of the old paint or even residues of a varnish which was put below the paint. And this here you cannot sand because otherwise it will melt and it will totally mess you up your sanding papers. So now let's try to see if we can remove it with a spatula. Now I'm not totally satisfied because I see that there's still some residues, and it could be that we need to add some chemicals for removing these little residues, because it needs to be perfectly clean, but we'll check this when sanding. Now I will be removing the dust, and for this I will keep this reference here, because when I'm removing the dust I won't see anymore where I have been. So now we're going to test if the sander is capable of removing these stains. In case there's a reaction of melting on the sanding paper, then we need to proceed with chemicals. And here I will be taking a 60 paper. So it works, but it's extremely hard. So you see here, this paint here is not going away. So for that reason, I will go for a chemical layer, and this should be easing a lot the sanding. So bad luck, it's not sandable. So we now need to take the let's say kind of nuclear weapon, which is the chemical products for removing the remaining paint which is on the wood. Let's go.